Welcome to JenPenCreations. I'm Jen. Today I want to talk about a topic that I actually just found out about. I was just watching random videos on YouTube because that's what I do when I'm on the treadmill. And this morning, a video I came across, and actually several I came across after that one, because once you watch one thing, you end up going down a rabbit hole of that thing. And I watched several videos about this. Today I want to talk about the VoiceMemo Guy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it gets a little hairy. It has the internet split in half, and we're going to talk about it. So stay with me and I'll get right to it. So the VoiceMemo Guy. If you haven't heard about it, which I hadn't heard about it until this morning, it's got the internet completely split in half. A little bit of context. This woman goes out on a date with this dude. Okay? They're having a good date. Everything's going well. He asks her if she's willing to be intimate in their relationship. And at this point, it's just their first date. And she's like, I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. So she goes home from this first date and she feels okay. She thinks that it's all right. But then this dude ends up calling her while she's like at work or something, leaves her this very long and detailed voicemail talking about how when they plan to meet up next, it was like on a Thursday or something, this next Thursday, when they planned this while they were in their date. They planned to meet up the next Thursday. And he wrote to her telling her that he expects sex from this next meetup. And if she is not going to give that to him, then it's just not worth showing up. Basically, that was the gist of it in like the shortest terms ever. Now, here's where the internet is split. And where I can kind of see both sides. I mean, I can, but I don't know. Consent is not meant to be given 3 days in advance or 4 days, however many days in advance this was. Consent is not meant to be given at that time. Consent is meant to be given in the moment. Because, I mean, honestly, she could have looked at this and said, okay, maybe I'll feel okay enough to have sex with you on Thursday. And then he showed up and she just wasn't feeling it, and she should be allowed to say no. Let's talk about the other side of this, okay, where there are a lot of women out there who are on this guy's side, and they're like, you know, he's being honest, he's coming straight out and saying what he wants and everything. And I would be on board with that. I would. If they hadn't already talked about it on their first date. This chick posted this voicemail on the internet, and the internet answered, and it's a pretty hard line between people who are like, he's just being honest, and honesty is a good quality and a green flag, whereas the other line is saying, well, that's like him backing her in a corner, and the moment she says no and he decides he's going to take it from her in court, that voicemail will be on his side. Does that make sense? Like, I know that it may not get to that, and he may not do that kind of stuff or anything like that. I don't know these people. This is just a scenario that very well could happen. And I think she was thinking that too when she posted it online, really expecting the world to be on her side. I mean, I would, but I'm kind of on that side anyway. I've experienced the blurred lines of consent. And dude, no means no. And if she says she's not comfortable right now, what makes you think she's going to be comfortable on Thursday? And what gives you the right to just demand that that's what you deserve out of this relationship and that she's not worth anything more than that? It's a waste of time to go visit her because you're not getting laid. Like, whatever happened to getting to know each other and stuff? Like, me personally, sexual compatibility isn't the first thing I want to jump to when I'm trying to get to know somebody. I would like to know if we're compatible on a more like friendship level. Can we have conversation? I don't want to just jump in bed with somebody. I mean, I understand that there are people out there who do want this, who want to just jump in bed with somebody the moment that they meet them. But this guy already knew that this chick was not this way and went on a first date with her anyway. And then when she said, I don't know, maybe that makes me a little uncomfortable, all of a sudden he's giving her an ultimatum that either you have sex with me or I'm not coming to visit you anymore or we can't hang out anymore or something for the second date? What is that? What is that? That's so out of touch. Like, that's like not allowing her to be able to have her consent in the moment. I don't know. I understand that there are people who are okay with this, who think that this guy, oh, well, he's just being honest and that's a great quality and blah, blah, but that's the low quality. Like, that's like, your bar is way down here. That's like the lowest rung of the bar. Like, I understand that him being blunt and forward and telling you exactly what he's looking for and what he wants is a good quality. Don't get me wrong. That is a good quality. My problem with this particular situation is that this guy is a manipulative asshole who's putting up an ultimatum to a chick he's already been talking to and went out on one date with. So he already knew that she wasn't into that, and he waited until after the first date to explain what he was there for. Like, he should have already explained to her what he was there for before their first date ever. Like, what are you looking for out of this, right? Like, shouldn't we be on the same page when we're on the first date? From what I learned of the situation, he already knew where she stood on this and he did this anyway. Now, it would be an upstanding quality if he was talking like this before their first date and was like, you know, I'm really looking to have fun with someone and hook up. And that would be my idea of dating. Like, we need to be hooking up. And if she said that she wasn't comfortable with that, the first date should have never happened. But he let the first date happen and then gave her the ultimatum, which tells me that he's just a manipulative dick. Like, he's just trying to gain the consent before she can say no in the moment when she starts really feeling uncomfortable. It takes her power away. And in my personal opinion, I think that's disgusting. I don't think that's a green flag at all. I think it's a terrible red flag. And I mean, I understand if you're into that, there are websites to go to. Like, you can talk to the person before you go on a first date and before you start hanging out with them in that way. Like you can have these conversations beforehand and know who you're talking to and what kind of situation you're getting into. I don't know. These women that are okay with this guy putting out this ultimatum, like, it would be okay if it was like a conversation on Snapchat or something, but not a voicemail after the first date. I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. Let me know what you think. Thanks for sticking around with me. I know this one's a short video, but man, I watched that video this morning. Actually, several videos about that this morning, but whoa. I don't even understand why the internet's divided on this, but I mean, that's just my thoughts. Before he ever even went on the first date, he knew what her stance was on this. And at the first date, he knew. And then still turned around and gave her this ultimatum, like trying to get pre-consent to an act that she will not be able to say no to later on. Like, I don't know. That it just gives me the ick. Makes me feel slimy. If you think differently, or if you think the same way I do, I mean, let me know that I've got people out there who think the same thing I do. Let me know. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Go out and do something amazing for somebody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.